Yeah, we met. We were at the gym, went to the gym, and I was just there working out, and I saw her working out. Didn't say anything. I never talked to anybody at the gym, but we ended up matching on Tinder the next day. She was the first one that came up on my feed, and it turns out I was the first one that came up on her feed too.
I got on Tinder, and he was the first profile that popped up. And he said, if this is true, he said that I was the first profile that popped up for him too. And then we both matched, and then, yeah. My first impression of Cullen was, can I curse on here? He kind of looked like a boy a little bit. He had like long hair and a little dangly earring and gold chains and stuff. And yeah, he just looked like he got around a little bit. But after talking to him and getting to know him, he's definitely not like that.
Gia, I mean, what can be said, you know? My first impression of Gia, I thought she was beautiful, for sure. I liked her laugh a lot. She's really pretty. I know I already said beautiful. She is just stunning. She's very well articulated. Like, I think she asked some interesting questions and seemed very self-aware, which I liked about her a lot. And she's very bubbly too, which I thought was great. It's easy to talk to.
So yeah, I've been talking to this guy. It's been a couple months now, and I don't know like where it's gonna go. He hasn't asked me out yet, but I don't know.
Hey, would you want to be my girlfriend?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Our first date, after we had talked on Tinder for a little bit, I just asked if she wanted to go grab a drink. So we went to this place called Blue Sky, and we sat in this little corner, two-person booth, got a couple drinks, and we just sat there. And it was like, that was the first time we talked in person. So we kind of just asked each other all the basic questions. What's your favorite color, your favorite animal? And yeah, we had a laugh. I think we got along pretty well. Yeah, like light blues or like sky blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
Probably yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Like a sunflower?
More like a light yellow.
Like a hydrated pea or something?
What? Okay. Well, speaking of that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't drink my drink, please.
Oh, sure, sure.
And my first thought was like, I don't have a way to escape if it goes bad. So yeah, we went to Blue Sky and we stayed and had drinks until it closed, and then he took me home. So my favorite feature is definitely his eyes. They're like super bright, but they're not like the scary type of like bright blue where you're like digging into your face, but they're like really pretty. And they get all wrinkly when he smiles too.
Gia has some really good impressions, and I don't have good impressions, but whenever she kind of jokes around, I'll do something that's really stupid, and it's not good, but we laugh because it's bad. So I think whenever we just kind of get in some mood sometimes, or sometimes we'll be walking in the street, or we'll be sitting in a restaurant, and something will happen with people around us, and we'll both just kind of look at each other and know immediately what we're laughing at, what we're looking at. Those are always the best because you just kind of have that connection.
I think I knew he was the one whenever I like first kind of told him about me having anxiety, and I had a panic attack around him, and he was really good at dealing with it, even though he's never like dealt with anything like that before. So that kind of, I was like, yeah, he's a good one.
So excited to move in with me?
Well, I'm not gonna move in with you until I'm engaged.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. One second. I'm just tying my shoe.
So Cullen proposed. It was actually, I did not want to go that day. He had said we were going to go to the pumpkin patch and just pick pumpkins. It was October 14th, and I did not feel good that day at all. I felt very sick and I didn't want to go.
I talked to my manager, I called my friend, I was like, hey, can you guys help me? I found a spot. I just need you to, I had one of them set up a camera. I had the other one kind of make sure that the actual location was clean and looked nice. So the day of, I had all this stuff set up, and we were supposed to just go to the pumpkin patch. And we were all ready, I was ready, and Gia was feeling sick. So she said, is there any way we can do this another day? And I was like, no, there's no way we can do this another day.
And he kept pushing me to go, and I was like, okay, there's something going on, because usually he would let me stay home. But eventually I got up and he got me a smoothie, and then we went and picked pumpkins and walked around. And then he said that we're gonna carve the pumpkins at a special spot. And we went to Creve Coeur Lake, and he had cleared out this little spot for us. And we put a blanket down and we were carving our pumpkins.
When I got there, I thought it was pretty obvious what was going on because I knew there was a camera, but she said she didn't know. So here I am with a knife trying to carve out "Marry Me" with a question mark, and she's working on her own pumpkin. I don't even remember what it was. But we got to the end, and well, she was done carving and I was still trying to put mine together. And she's like, are you ready yet? Are you ready? I was like, no, I need like 5-10 more minutes. Like, whenever I started trying to carve it, I'm just using a knife. So I just did a slit and a slit and a slit. And it's like, you look at it, it's like, that's not enough. So you got to make bubble letters so you can actually read it. So it took me a little bit.
And then he took forever. And then he was like, okay, don't show me your pumpkin. I won't show you mine. And then we flipped them around at the same time. And his said, will you marry me? In the worst handwriting I'd ever seen. I could barely even read it. It took me probably 10 seconds to figure out what it actually said.
Didn't even look at what she did. I just turned mine around and I got on one knee. I said, Gia Marie Lucia Baldi, will you marry me? And I almost tripped and fell, but stood my ground, and she said, yes, of course, Gia, I can't wait to marry you. These first 2 years and change have been amazing. I've never been happier with someone. And looking through all our pictures like I was doing this morning and trying to comb through all my memories, it's been so much fun, and I can't believe it hasn't even been 3 years yet. But I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you and see what other memories we can create. And I'm very happy to call you my fiance and call you my wife soon.
Cullen, I love you so much. I'm so excited that we finally got to meet after passing each other a million times and never actually meeting. But I'm so excited to marry you. I definitely would marry you right now if we could, but we've talked about that already. But yeah, I love you so much, and I'm excited to keep going, and I'm happy for the life that we built together.